Angels are saying, your best days will start from this point onward. You will heal, true love will find you, and money will bless you and your family. Are you ready for this gift? You are a magnet to incredible opportunities. Life is about to get very good for you. After getting what you manifested, ask for discipline to keep it and wisdom to multiply it. You get tested the most when it's time for you to elevate. Don't break. A lot can happen in the month of March. Trust. Type Amen to claim it. Consistency is harder when no one is clapping for you. You must clap for yourself during those times. You should always be your biggest fan. This month brings you new energy, improved mental and physical state, spiritual growth, abundance in every area of your life, more clarity for your purpose, and a new path to clear out the old. It's going to be a new month of blessings because you claim that right now. When you're not centered, you'll tend to second-guess every decision that you make and every choice that you have, leaving you in a space where you're unable to make a decision in fear of getting it wrong. Very often, when you're second-guessing yourself, you're allowing your fear or your past self to talk you out of a decision that your higher self has made, one which was a reflection of your best life and your best self. When you make a decision from a place of peace, power, and a higher perspective, don't allow yourself to be talked out of it. Trust your gut and move forward in faith. If it's getting harder, you're getting closer. Don't quit. It's time to shine. Be picky with who you invest your time into. Wasted time is worse than wasted money. The universe is giving you signs every day, in your sleep, on your timeline, in your conversations, on the radio, in the sky, in synchronicities. Pay attention to them and piece them together. You will notice a pattern. The universe is communicating with you. Spirituality doesn't mean that you have to be strong all the time. Forcing yourself to be happy is not only exhausting, but dangerous. Spirituality is about allowing how you really feel. It's not about ignoring your feelings or pretending to be happy. It's about recognizing why you're unhappy and moving towards a perspective that allows in your joy again. It most definitely is not about plastering positivity over negativity. Your current reality is just a reflection of who you were and what you thought was possible for you. It's the present. It's never up to date with who you are right now. Stop looking to the outside world to confirm those recent changes that you've made within. They will come in time. When you fight, judge, or resist what is, not only will you persist, but you'll block and deflect the blessing that was just about to unfold. It takes a while for those desired changes to come into focus. Have patience. Detach, relax, and have faith. March is about to be your month. Good vibes only, rapid progress towards your goals, and massive success in all areas of your life. May this new month bring great miracles, new visions, and greater blessings. Affirm yes. If it doesn't make you happy, make you better, or make you money, don't make time for it. This month, I want to remind you that there's magic in solitude. There's beauty in slow. If you're going too fast, you miss the moment. It's so easy to want to rush, to get it all done quickly, to show others your achievements. But stop worrying about them. I want to remind you to slow it all down, fall in love with the quiet times, enjoy the alone times. Being alone isn't lonely. It's growth, it's necessary. It's where you can really listen. Look for magic in the quiet moments, in the slowness, in the simple things, and life will always be beautiful. When you first leave a dysfunctional relationship, expect to sleep a lot. Give your body some time to physically recover. Eat anytime you feel hungry. Your body is healing from toxicity. Follow its guidance. Don't push yourself. Allow yourself to recover. Mistakes. Instead of judging or criticizing another person's mistakes, see them as missed takes. Let them try again. It is often because of those mistakes that they have an opportunity to learn, grow, and become their best self. They aren't mistakes if they allow us to grow. Find compassion and empathy instead of finding fault. Judging another only affects you. Even though you're spiritual and in tune with your higher self, things will still go wrong, and you will still have those bad days. It's just a part of life. However, being spiritual and in tune with how things really are will allow you to see through and rise above them. It will allow your bad days to only become bad moments, which will eventually become moments of healing, clarity, and insight. The goal isn't to never think or feel negatively ever again. It is to have an awareness of when you're thinking or feeling that way, and then refocusing upon higher perspective once again. What's meant for you has a funny way of finding you at the right moment, when you're most ready. The thing is, you won't always know if you're ready, and everything may unfold unexpectedly. This is where leap of faiths come in. Trust and believe. You aren't lost. You're just in an uncomfortable stage of your life where your old self is gone, but your new self isn't fully born yet. You're in the midst of transformation. May you never again get attached to anyone who isn't for you. May you find a love that makes you laugh, never lets the honeymoon phase end, and gives you unconditional loyalty. Someone who adores your childlike playfulness and your old soul. A love you never have to heal from. Compliments on your appearance are cool, but when somebody compliments you as a person, the way your mind works, the way you carry yourself, your laugh, how peaceful your energy feels, and how genuine your heart is, those are top-tier compliments. They just hit differently. When you heal, others heal too. We often believe that we're the only one going through something. That is, until someone else opens up and speaks their truth in an open and honest way. When someone else opens up and speaks about their past, struggles, feelings, and pain, they give us permission to do the same. When we honor how we feel without guilt and shame, embrace vulnerability, and speak from the heart, we not only let the pain out, however, we also bring in healing for everyone else too. The space in which you let out the pain allows for healing. Let yourself be seen. It's time that you let the world see your gifts and talents and put them on display. No one can see your greatness or potential when you're hiding away from the world and making yourself small. You can't blame others for not seeing your greatness when you're not seeing it within yourself often enough. It's time to embrace the unknown and time to put yourself out there into the world. You can't keep living within the limits of your fears and your past. Claim your brilliance and stand in your light. Let yourself be seen. If your vibration is much higher than your family members, take care of that position. Your ancestors have a special purpose for you. Discipline is explaining to your brain. Every day that you need to sacrifice immediate pleasures to receive greater rewards in the future. I'm a big fan of people who are highly aware of their worth but also highly humble and never look down on anyone. If you can't do something right now about that worry, then you're going to have to let it be. It will get sorted when and if it needs to be. Understand that no matter what you may face, including that situation that you're currently worrying about, it will all unfold in front of you. It will happen in the moment. It won't happen in your mind. If you stay present, and you tap into the peace that is within you throughout it all, you'll stay open to receive the solutions that will solve any problem that you may happen to face. Solutions come from peace, not worry. Just like a flower grows, life unfolds from within. The flower, like life, opens up and continues to expand outwards and keeps expanding and growing. All growth comes from within. When you center yourself and align with who you really are, you allow yourself to be energized from that place deep down, and allow everything that feels like that to flow through you into your environment, allowing the path that you're seeking to reveal itself. Life unfolds effortlessly from you and for you if you allow it. No is the guard to your boundaries and limits. It protects your peace, purpose, and joy. Without it, you'll continue to open up the door to those people and things which will disrespect you. Until you voice your empowering no, you'll continue to say no to your best life and your blessings. Ultimately, the consequences of continuing to say no to your peace and your purpose are far greater than saying no to those people or things which aren't right for you. It doesn't matter how many times that you've said yes before, no is still available today. The moment that you say no, healing will begin. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. Philippians 4:6-7. Make yourself a promise to consistently move in the direction of the person that you're becoming, to move towards what you love and not away from what you fear. Every single day of your life, with every decision you make, choose love, and what you would do weren't afraid of failing. If you knew that, you couldn't fail. Learn to care for yourself as you would care for a small, fragile child. Each of us has a small, vulnerable child that is hidden within us that still seeks and needs love, support, encouragement, and comfort. Be willing to be that loving parental presence for yourself. Instead of neglecting or rejecting yourself, love and accept yourself unconditionally. Start by talking to yourself in a kind, sympathetic, and loving voice rather than a harsh, critical one. Good things take time to mature. Be patient. Stop overthinking. Stop worrying. You're next in line for a miracle. Keep believing. To avoid disappointment, take people as they are and not what they could be. Learn to care for yourself as you would care for a small, fragile child. Each of us has a small, vulnerable child that is hidden within us that still seeks and needs love, support, encouragement, and comfort. Be willing to be that loving parental presence for yourself. Instead of neglecting or rejecting yourself, love and accept yourself unconditionally. Start by talking to yourself in a kind, sympathetic, and loving voice rather than a harsh, critical one. Are you afraid to get your hopes up just in case you'll be disappointed? We often think that not getting our hopes up will stop us from being upset. However, doing that is likely stopping things from improving too. Regardless of how things look or what is, get your hopes up and keep them there. That is where they should be. Getting your hopes up is not about needing things to go a certain way in order for you to be happy. It is about being happy and allowing your hopes to be increased as a natural result of your increased frequency. Above all else, don't give up hope. It is important that you take some time to see whether or not your current way of seeing and doing things is helpful and is supporting the life that you desire to live. Run an analysis within. This isn't about overanalyzing anything. It's about running an analysis from time to time to see if there are any viruses in your way of thinking and in your way of seeing and doing things. Run an analysis from the intention of bettering yourself, rather than doing it to point out your mistakes. The results of that scan and that period of self-reflection will reveal themselves to you when you center yourself and you tune in within. It will bring into your awareness that which needs healing, that which needs to change, and that which is ready to move on. Not to shatter that story you like to keep telling yourself, but you actually can do anything you set your mind to. You actually can fall in love, make more money, travel the world, overcome the past, and actually flourish. Today, remember to keep the right perspective. We should have goals and dreams and look forward to a bright future, but the way you live your life today is what's going to get you to where you need to be tomorrow. It's a beautiful thing when you get so comfortable with someone and you realize you're telling them things you've never said out loud before. Daily affirmation. I love myself wholeheartedly. Self-love is the foundation for all other loves. I choose to accept and love myself completely. I am worthy of giving myself the love that I give to others. I will continue to remind myself of how valued I am daily. I cultivate positive self-talk and will attract the same kind of energy in return. During this time of great transformation, and change, you may find certain people could unfortunately fall away from your life. This is simply because you are no longer a vibrational match for them. You've grown. It's time to move on to pastures new, and they cannot go with you. Know this truly is for your highest good. Learn what is needed and continue moving forward with a grateful heart. You will meet others on your path of light that you will develop meaningful soul connections with. Those who are on the same frequency as you, who will congratulate, love, and support you with no ego involved as you manifest a life full of greatness. Keep going. Without courage, nothing worthwhile can be achieved. If you haven't got the courage to act upon that which you already know, and that which your heart knows to be true, things can't change. Courage will allow you to try again, even after you have failed. It will allow you to be yourself in a world that's trying to force you to fit in. It will allow you to admit that you need help when you're struggling, to leave that troubled relationship behind you even though you still love them, to speak up for what is right, even when it's not the popular opinion, and to put your work out there, even when you're afraid. It's the magical tool that you've been looking for. Often, when we are in the midst of a struggle, it is hard to see a way out. Please understand that in time, things will begin to make sense. However, it's often only once you've elevated beyond that situation. Always remember that simple fact when you're going through something, that it will make sense soon, and that it doesn't need to make sense right now. Life often makes more sense looking back. So if you're facing a struggle right now that feels like an uphill battle, please remember that even the steepest of curves always level off eventually, and soon. From that new higher perspective, things will be that much more clearer to you. When a set of coincidences lead you to a particular moment, it is always wise to pay attention. First of all, it's important to understand that what most people define as a coincidence is in fact the result of your inner alignment, or aligning with your best self and your best life. When you find yourself in the right place at the right time, it's more than just luck or chance. A divine force heard your heart's desire and took your hand and led you through life to ensure that things went the way that they did. Knowing this, that coincidence that you encountered recently has purpose. Its purpose is ultimately for you to align with your best self, to become present with a higher perspective, and to become aware of what diuretic life is moving you in. You don't have to solve your whole life overnight. and you don't have to feel ashamed for being where you are. All you have to focus on is one small thing you can do today to get closer to where you want to be. Slowly and lightly, one step at a time. You can get there. Don't allow others to consume you. If they don't call, go to sleep. If they don't message you, put away your phone and have a good day. If they are distant and refuse to tell you what's wrong, go home and do something fun. You live for yourself first. They are secondary. You will always be enough for the right person. You won't have to be someone or something that you're not. They will accept you, love you, and work with you during all of your changes and challenges. Never forget that. Type 222 to claim it. You may not see it today or tomorrow, but you will look back in a few years and be absolutely perplexed and awed by how every little thing added up and brought you somewhere wonderful, or where you always wanted to be. You will be grateful that things didn't work out the way you once wanted them to. Stop ignoring actions and trusting words. Stop giving your all to a person who gives you nothing. Stop hanging on to someone who has let go of you. Stop expecting change from a person who doesn't want to be changed. Stop letting the fear of loneliness cause you to settle for less than what you deserve. Stop letting the wrong reasons keep you in a relationship that isn't right for you. Stop breaking your own heart. Relationship between two people should be like the relationship between the hand and the eye. If the hand gets hurt, the eye cries, and if the eye cries, the hand wipes its tear. Too often in life, we allow those negative people who cross our path to determine, affect, or alter our mood and set the tone or frequency for the entire day. Or we allow a negative situation to do the same. If you allow someone else's negative energy to do that, you'll end up taking that pain with you and end up giving it to everyone else that you meet. When you encounter that which causes you to lower your frequency, make the conscious choice to rise above it. Let it move through you and past you. Give up analyzing or replaying it. You have a responsibility to set and protect your own frequency and tone. Until you do, you'll continue to allow yourself to be too easily affected by everyone and everything. No matter what you desire to do, be sure to do it all on purpose, wherein you align with your purpose first. Purposely remind yourself of your purpose daily. Learn to align with your highest values and your higher self before saying or doing anything, doing all things with that energy. Allow that energy to inspire your next course of action. Let it inspire the path ahead of you. When you purposely do things on purpose, you'll help to set a clear intention for what you're doing, enabling that energy to flow into everything that you do, allowing what's in your highest good to unfold. The right people for your soul hears you differently, they show up differently, support you differently, and they nourish you differently. That's how you'll know you got real ones in your corner. God is saying to you today, I know that these times haven't been easy for you, and sometimes it feels too hard to go on. But there's going to be a turnaround in your situation soon. I know what you are facing. I am with you. I have not forgotten about you. I am sending the answers you seek with blessings and favor. Trust me. When your mind is convincing you that things won't get any better or that you don't deserve better, that is simply a reflection of the limited and lower wavelength that you're currently seeing things from. It's not a reflection of the truth. That is when you'll need the support of other people to help you to see things clearly. With their continued support, you will begin to believe in the possibility of things getting better. You will slowly start to see what they can see. Ultimately, things will get better for you. However, that can only happen once you start treating yourself better, and once you focus on getting better, essentially, once you start to heal. Heal and move on. You have things to do. You cannot continue living in your past. It's very likely that you've got time to help everyone else. Time to help them achieve their goals or time to listen to their problems. However, have you got time for yourself? Rather than investing all of your time and energy in catering to everyone else's endless needs, learn to respect your own needs and desires and reserve time for yourself. Priorities and limits are required. Also, if you're struggling to find time to work on yourself or your goals, find out what you unknowingly have time for. If you have time for that, then you have time to focus upon your growth and healing. Well, have you started it yet? Did you do that which you promised yourself that you were going to do months ago? Did you complete that project? Did you arrange to see that therapist yet? If you haven't, that is okay. Ultimately, there's no need for guilt or shame. However, accountability is required now. Hold yourself accountable for that which you haven't done yet. No more procrastinating on your purpose or your healing. Plans need to be put into action. Creative risks need to be taken and changes need to be made. And of that needs to begin today. Getting older isn't an excuse for not going after your dreams. You're never too old to become the person that you've always dreamt of becoming. If you're still here, then you still have time. You still have so much to do, so much to offer. When you believe that you don't have enough time, then you won't. Believing that you're too old is an excuse that will take away your gifts and keep you unhappy. The only thing that's stopping you is your current mindset. How you use the present moment is key to your overall success. To tap into the power of the present, simply ask yourself, what can I do right now to achieve X? By pondering what you can do now, it'll help to not only keep you fully present with perspective, but it'll help to keep you focused, centered, and in alignment with your best self and your best life. By focusing upon what you can do now, it'll also prevent you from being overwhelmed, reminding you that some things are for now and some things are for later. Not everything can be done today. Subscribe our channel for more good messages. Donate us super thanks to support us. Type Amen to affirm. Thanks for watching.